I was 16 years old when the doctors told my mother, this girl will never have children. Polycystic ovaries, thyroid nodules, gastritis, the body of a child from the Chernobyl zone collecting diagnoses and verdicts one after another. These are the two organs that break most of all in women's body, the thyroid and the reproductive system. And this is not random fact, 80% of all autoimmune diseases are diagnosed in women. No one told me that then. No one explained why my body was the battlefield. I was sitting behind the office door and heard every single word. No one explained anything to me. They just wrote out the prescription and I walked home with that verdict living in my head. Your body is broken. If you're watching this video right now, you probably have your own version of that sentence. Different words, different diagnosis, different room, but the same feeling. Something is wrong with me. This video is about how nothing was wrong with us. Before we go any further, if this is already a landing for you, subscribe to that channel. It's brand new. I'm building something here that I want to keep going for a very long time. Your support right now and today is something that really matters. My name is Natallia Miranchuk. I'm 40 years old and I'm an entrepreneur, tech founder of a tech startup, coach, doula, and founder of several NGOs. That's what I'm here to talk about today. Not as a doctor, not as a coach, as a woman who went through everything myself and came out to the other side. Get comfortable, we have a lot to talk about. I was born in Belarus, 100 kilometers from the Chernobyl reactor. That's not a metaphor, not an opening for a fact. It's a physical fact that defined the first 20 years of my life. When I was 3, doctors told my mom I wouldn't survive. The same at 9 and again at 11. I don't remember being afraid. I remember my mom always being there and I remember my body holding on. Then I turned 16 and that verdict about children arrived. Here's what happens when you're 16 and you hear something like that. You don't analyze that, you just start living as if a part of your life already has been declared unavailable. And here's what I want to tell you right now, not to inspire you, but because it's true. Medicine is good at naming what I can see. It cannot name what you're capable to do with that. Polycystic ovaries is a diagnosis. It's not a sentence. It's a signal from a body saying something is happening to you. You need attention, not a war. When I left the Chernobyl zone to study at the university, something shifted. I started searching. I felt like I had to find another way, a path where things could be different. It started somewhere I didn't expect. I was a modeling agency and the director of the agency said that I have to lose about 15 kilos and I was like, okay, I'll get started. Cleansing, fasting, 3 days, 7 days, different diets, and something unexpectedly happened as soon as I started paying attention to what I was putting to my body. The first changes came. Not dramatic, just different. More energy, getting less sick, something inside of me started to become different. Then movement came, yoga and everything, biodynamics, osteopathy, homeopathy, breath work, somatic therapy, fasting protocols, healers, shamans. I honestly don't know what I didn't try with my body. I quit and came back more times than I could count. Each time I wanted to give up for food, something inside of me said, hey Natalia, you already know how the doctor and prescription pass ads. You have a medical file 10 centimeters thick and you know that result. So I kept on going. And slowly across years, not months, the first real changes came. My cycle became more regular. I got less sick, my new immune system started responding differently, but more than any of that, I felt something I had never felt before, that I had a zone of influence, that something that was happening was in my body was not entirely under doctors. It was not only my genetics. That was the part that I can influence. That was a real beginning. Let me ask you a question. The last time you felt physically terribly chronic exhaustion, irregular cycle, pain that you couldn't explain, what did people tell you? They usually say, you need more, move, you need to stress less, it's hormones, it's gonna pass. You're just tired. Everyone is tired right now. And sometimes just a prescription, a quiet prescription and expectation that you will figure it out somehow. We live in a culture that teaches us to treat the body like a problem that has to be solved. There's something which is silently breaking. I call this the war with your body. There is a picture I want to tell you and try to imagine for a second when you're sitting in a doctor's office. He runs their diagnostics, tells you what to eat, how to sleep, what numbers to track. You drive hormones with instructions, but you have no actual contact with that, what is happening. No sensation, no conversation, no feeling of what is inside. It's just something that you carry around. That's not health, that's management. And management without relationship doesn't heal. And I understand why it happens, because the body genuinely does get in the way of something. It gets tired at the worst possible moment. It hurts when it has no relaxation, and it changes with the different ways that you treat it. The body doesn't break down for no reason. It has signals. Every symptom is not a defect. It's a letter that you have to learn how to read. This is another strategy. I call it soft resilience. It's not about accepting yourself in the sense of giving up and just being as you are. It's not about morning meditation if it doesn't work for you. It's not another different list of things that you don't have to. Soft resilience is a philosophy of relationship with your body. Because body, heart, mind, soul, they are not separated. They are one system, one vehicle that is running all together. Where your body is not your enemy, then it starts, not your burden. Any way that has been for a long time like that, you have to switch it in your mind. Give me a couple of minutes and I'm gonna change it. Before you get into the practices, I will show you one thing. I have a newsletter where I write about exactly this, the practices, the research, the real conversations that don't fit into YouTube format. It's free, it goes out every week, and every letter is written by me. Subscribe, and the link is below the description. When I say listen to your body, I don't mean something mystical. I mean very specific things. Here are 5 of them, the ones that worked for me, the ones I've watched working for thousands of women around me. Practice number 1. Your body is not a machine. It has a rhythm. Women are cyclic, but no one ever teaches us that a woman's body lives in cycles. It's just simple different. Not because it's a secret, simply because the entire health system was built on a male physiology, and 80% of all the experiments have been done on male rats. That's not a conspiracy, just a theory. It's just the history of medicine. A woman in the first 2 weeks of her cycle is physically a different person than she is in the last 2 weeks of her cycle. She has different energy levels, she has different recovery rate, she has different emotional capacity. Try this right now. Get an app or just a piece of paper and start tracking which days of your cycle you feel sharp, strong, ready for everything, and which days when you need it more quiet. You need slowness, closeness to yourself, not to limit yourself, not stop being surprised, to stop calling yourself unstable. Your body is not unstable. It just lives in a rhythm. You don't know it by heart yet, but you'll get it. Speaking of tracking your body, I want to tell you about the product that we've been working on for the last 3 years and I'm building. It's called Soula. Soula is an AI-powered companion app that is designed specifically for women, for their emotional support, self-discovery, and for their better understanding what's actually happening inside of you. It's not a medical app. Think of it more like of a wise friend that is in your pocket that you can talk to 24/7, even at 3 a.m. in the morning. The one who actually listens, doesn't rush you, helps you to hear yourself more clearly. Download, the link is in the description. Try it. It's a kind of a tool that I wish I had at 20. That's why I'm building that. Practice number 2. Breathe is the one organ that you can control consciously. The first time someone explained this to me, I didn't believe that. Your heart beats on its own. Your stomach digests on its own. Your hormones release on their own, but the breath, you can slow down, right now. And with that, you change the state of nervous system, not in an hour, not after a course of therapy, right now. Try this with me while you are watching. Inhale for 4 counts through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 4 counts and exhale for 6 counts through your mouth. Repeat that 3 times. This is called physiological braking. A long exhale activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This isn't yoga, it's not magic, this is just a physiology. I do this every day. It's the simplest thing you can do for your body at any moment in place, wherever you are. Nobody can guess what you are doing. Practice number 3. Hunger is a signal too, not an enemy. Our relationship with food is really complicated. We were told eat less, don't eat after 6, count calories, fast. I'm not going to tell you what to eat, but I'll tell you one thing that changed my relationship with the food. Hunger is not weakness. It's not lack of willpower, it's information. What I do when I want to eat, the first thing I do, I ask myself, is this my body hunger or hunger for something else? Exhaustion often digests itself as hunger. Loneliness does too, so does anxiety. Here's a concrete example. If you're suddenly craving for something like McDonald's, fries, or something like that, like a burger, something heavy and immediate, that's not weakness. This data, it actually means that your energy is at 0, you've been running on empty, your attention is exhausted, and your body is looking for the fastest hit of anything. What you are craving tells you what state you are in. You are not feeding hunger, you are feeding a depletion. This doesn't mean that you don't have to eat. You have. It means knowing what you are actually feeding right now. Practice number 4. Pain is not something to enter, it's something to hear. I had pain I ignored for years. A cycle that arrived with such way that I just waited for it to be over. I thought, well, everyone has that. Turns out, no, not everyone. And the fact that something is common doesn't make it normal. No, it's not. A question that is worth asking. Is there something in your body you've gotten used to? A pain, an exhaustion, a symptom that you call it just the way it is? Write it down. Just one single sentence. Not to panic, but because your body has been waiting for you to notice. It's your data. Your body tries to tell you something. Here's something it took me years to learn. Pain has different natures, and they need different approach and different responses. For example, the first kind is signal pain. Your body is saying something is wrong, stop, look. This is the pain that needs a doctor, a test, or a conversation. The second kind of pain is the release pain. When you go deeper into your body work, you practice somatic practice, breath work, physical therapy, yoga, you do any kind of sports, you sometimes encounter pain that is the body unblocking, processing something that has been stored for ages. It's the same thing that happens emotionally. When we grieve and we were scared or we were angry and push it down inside of the body creates a physical block. And when we finally move that block, it can hurt because it's unfolding. The pain means something is moving forward. It's not breaking, it's just moving, unfolding, letting go, and goes away. Learning to tell the difference between these two pains, that alone changed how I related to everything in my body and everything that my body would love to tell me. Practice number 5. Your body remembers everything, especially what you try to forget. This is the very important thing, especially what you try to forget. This is the hardest of 5 practicing and maybe the most important for today. I spent years not understanding why my body reacted the way it did. Why some days everything felt heavier, while certain situations literally compressed my chest. I felt like, I can't breathe. Then I learned about somatic memory. The body stores stress, especially the kind we never let ourselves fully feel. What helped me? Once a week, I asked my body, not how are you, but what are you holding right now? Sit quietly for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, not half an hour, and move your attention slowly from the top of your head down to your feet. Don't fix anything, just notice. Where is it, the tension? Where is the heaviness and the pressure? That's the beginning of a conversation with your body. Not a meditation, not a ritual, just attention. I'm 40 years old. I have 2 home birth sons, both healthy. The polycystic ovaries I was diagnosed with at 14 are gone, the thyroid nodules gone. I'm not telling you so that it was just a gasp. I'm telling you because I want you to understand one thing. I didn't defeat my body. I didn't overcome it. I didn't find the right protocol. I simply stopped fighting it. That took me 20 years. Not because it has to take 20 years, just because no one told me the sooner I could just start listening. I gave birth alone that night in Miami. My doula and midwife came half an hour after, 30 minutes, just me and my older son in the next room. I felt like I won, not because it was easy, because my body knew what to do, and it always knew. I just finally listened. I don't know what's happening in your body right now. Maybe you've been feeling something for a long time and you don't know how to approach it. Maybe someone once said something to you that you've carried like a verdict ever since. Here's what I want to tell you. Not every diagnosis is the end of the conversation. Sometimes this is just the beginning. Your body is not against you. It's just been waiting for a long time for you to say, I'm here. I'm listening. Let's talk. If this conversation stayed with you, subscribe to this channel. I'm here every week, new episodes, new conversations. Find me on Instagram. That's where I share the day-to-day version of everything that I talk about here, and on LinkedIn if you're interested in the work I do across women's health, femtech, and entrepreneurship. See you next time. Bye-bye.